Hi Taurus, welcome back to my channel. We are doing your weekly messages for next week. So, as usual, I've pulled the oracle cards. We've got Dolphin Spirit and it says this and that are true. This card is basically that saying that one side of the situation could be the truth, but someone else could also have their situation that's also the truth. And it's not like one of you guys are lying or like another situation, even though it's this way, can't be that way too. It is just about like, there's three sides to every story type of thing, like your truth, their truth, and the actual truth. So it's basically saying that like maybe you need to look at things from someone else's perspective, or you just need to be open to like it's not only the way you see it is not the only way type of thing. Then we have work through your fears with the new moon in Scorpio. And this card is kind of like, you know how like with, let's say, for example, the death card. We have like it's the death of the situation, the transformation, like the ending type of thing, and then it's the rebirth. So this card is talking about like this is the rebirth type of thing. So which is very similar of this card here, which we'll get into next. So there could be something that's kind of like you getting a situation turning out in your favor, but that it's been a very difficult journey, and like this isn't like rainbows and unicorns and flowers and candy floss or whatever. Like it is a difficult time, and there's a lot of like deep diving into your emotions and your feelings, and especially with Scorpio, everything's a bit intense and like nothing is surface level at this time, but there's definitely some sort of rebirth going on here. So if that could be, with a relationship, it could be that you're coming back stronger after having some sort of financial difficulties, or maybe you had some situation happen at work where now you're coming back and being like, well, I'm kind of coming back in a stronger form. So then we have the regeneration, which in saying that is exactly what the regeneration is. It's about also very tough times that you've gone through, but you see how like there's like rock with what looks like maybe like lava in between. It looks like this is in a place for where anyone could grow or that type of thing, but yet even though this isn't under the best circumstances, the growth comes out anyway. So it's like you coming back in a stronger form than what you had before, or a relationship that like maybe you guys want to come back stronger after a separation. It could be that again with your career that maybe it's time to come back even stronger. It's basically like, that Kelly Clarkson song that's like, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger, or even just the saying. It's basically that type of, all of these cards are kind of like that. But the dolphin card is kind of saying like, okay, yes, the tough times are true, but it's also true that you're going to come back in something way more stronger. You just need to look at things from a different perspective. So let me grab 1 second. I want to grab the tarot cards. Have been too far away from me. Also excuse the background. I'm busy moving, so things are a little chaotic at the moment. But we will get the readings done anyway. Okay, so for Taurus, what does Taurus need to know for next week? What are the messages? What's coming in here? Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords, the Lovers, the Star, Gemini and Aquarius energy so far. 4 of Cups, the Devil, Capricorn energy, 10 of Swords. Don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can actually. 7 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, pushing it a little closer, and the King of Wands. Bottom of the deck, then we have the Fool, Aries energy, Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so Taurus, right in the center of the reading we have the Devil. So there's definitely some focus next week of releasing some sort of like toxicity, like feeling stuck in a situation, feeling like you can't get to this growth or this rebirth of some sort because you're feeling trapped. Or you could be feeling like, let me just turn on this light quickly. That's better. So you could be feeling trapped, or you could be feeling like there's some sort of unhealthy attachments here. It could be a codependency when it comes to a loved one. It could be a job that you just feel like you cannot leave because the money is keeping you there and you don't have a choice, like you need the finances. So there's just something, a situation that's going on in your life that's keeping you kind of stuck. What got you here is possibly what this could be about is that there's a need for some sort of like boundaries to be set here. Some sort of healthy boundaries need to be set. But also, I do feel like this is you trying to protect your feelings in some way. I don't know what that's about, but you basically are trying to come across as like not particularly like super cold or anything like that, but just in a way where you're like not letting anyone close right now, whether that's your relationship, that's your friendships, that's your colleagues at work, like you're just trying to keep a healthy distance between you and someone else. And she looks like she's kind of like, contemplating, she's analyzing something, she's thinking about like, what's the offer here, like let me think about it, let me see what the situation is here. There is definitely some need for healing the situation, but whatever it is something that you are wishing for, you craving for it. Maybe it is something that like you're slightly obsessed over, like you can't let it go. So maybe it's not you that's stuck, maybe it's yourself keeping yourself stuck, and maybe that's why it's like this and that are true. And for the rebirth to happen, you might need to be able to, you might have to heal some sort of like unhealthy or toxic energies here. But you definitely do want this, and if this is a relationship, there's definitely a spiritual connection here. But maybe the spiritual connection is like trying to teach you some sort of lesson here, because the devil is not a good attachment. It's an unhealthy attachment, maybe codependency or something. 7 of Wands. So there is a need for you to like stand up for yourself here. I see that with the Queen of Wands as well. It's about kind of setting the boundaries and being like, okay, you know what, this is what's right, and I'm going to stand up for myself, and I'm gonna then kind of not focus on fighting for it, because I know that I'm on the higher ground here. I know that I have a leg to stand on with whatever it is that you're trying to stand up for yourself with. And then we have the King of Wands, which is also the outcome, which we'll discuss in more detail. But this is more about like, very driven, getting to a point where this is either you or someone that's coming into your life, or someone that we're talking about, usually a fire sign, or otherwise embodies the fire energy, which is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And then we also have the Queen of Swords here, so that's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, which we do have the Aquarius and Gemini there, so lots of air energy. We'll talk more about that in a minute. So just in your day-to-day life next week, we have the Lovers here. So there could be a very important decision that needs to be made, and this decision could definitely have to do with the soulmate connection. Like I said, some sort of spiritual connection here, possibly a twin flame or something along those lines. But with the Lovers, you can see how like look how attached to each other they are. Like look how she's grabbing one of his dreadlocks and being like, you're mine. Like that's kind of how I feel is like the energies with this Devil card. Like it's you're so I don't mean to be saying something in a rude way, but I feel like there's a bit of possession here, whether that's on your side or someone else in your life. There's definitely some sort of possession, like this is mine, like this is, you're not leaving. Do you know what I mean? So that could be happening in your day-to-day life next week. We have then the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups is in your emotions. So you are feeling a little bit dissatisfied in some sort of relationship in your life. You could be feeling like you're not getting the opportunities or the offers that you want when it comes to your love life or when it comes to your connections in some way. And you could just be feeling like, you know, like this isn't what I signed up for in some way. And then we have the 10 of Swords. So this is in your thoughts. So you are thinking about ending something, and it could be to do with this relationship, or it could just be to do with ending some sort of toxic cycle or codependency, letting go of an obsession here, whatever it is, addictions. So there is definitely a need for ending something, but you're also like in a place where you're feeling like very betrayed. And you're thinking about this betrayal, even if it's a past betrayal, which it could be, you're definitely thinking about it. But you know what, with the 10, that means that it's over. You know, like there's, the only next step is the Ace. This Ace of Swords, which is clarity, you know. So you're starting a new journey. And then 4 of Pentacles. So this is why I get this feeling of also possession and like holding on to something. So the 4 of Pentacles is basically about maybe holding back on spending your money. You are trying to save for a big purchase, possibly to do with one of your goals, and or something that you desire, basically. So there could be a big purchase here, or it could just be that you are holding on to some sort of like issues from the past, some sort of toxic energy in your life, some sort of you know, people that you're finding it difficult to let go of. This is sometimes a card of greed. So it could be that you're obsessed with someone because you're like, I cannot live without them. I can't let them go, or I can't let the situation go. And a choice needs to be made here. Like all 3 of these cards are about like holding on in some way. And I feel like maybe this is something that you just need to let go. It's kind of like maybe giving the vibe of like you need to let go of a situation of trying to control the situation so much, because this is about control. This is about control. You know, this is about a decision that needs to be made. Like, so I feel like the more you try to control the situation, the more upset you're going to be, and the more dissatisfied you're going to be. But the more you let go of a situation and allow the universe to kind of just do its thing, that will bring in wish fulfillment. And what that's going to bring in is, like I said, either this is you or someone in your life or someone coming into your life. So you just take it how it resonates. But it's going to get you or the person in your life who's going to be very ambitious, someone who's a go-getter, someone who's a natural born leader, who's ready to kind of like take charge of a situation and chase after their dreams, their desires, like they're taking control. But in a healthy sense, not in a toxic sense. It's about someone like being like, okay, I know what I want and I'm going after what I want. And nothing's going to stop me. But it's not doing it in a way like I need this. It's in a way of like, I want this and I'm going to go get that, if you know what I mean. Okay. So let's see. Are there anything we need to... Oh, I actually did not... go through the bottom of the deck. So these are things that you don't see coming or things that are happening in the shadows. So we do have the Fool. So there definitely is some sort of new beginning. Something that you need to be able to trust the universe with and not kind of do so much research about, and I need to know before I take the step, and you know, all of that stuff. So you are going to, this is going to happen very quickly. Something's going to move in here for you, what's going to allow you to start this new beginning. Something that's a bit more stable for you. So we have the fastest moving knight in the deck and we have the slowest moving knight in the deck. And then we have the new beginning. So something that was extremely slow moving is going to come in a lot more quicker now. And this is going to bring you to a new beginning of much more communicative times, stable times, times where like you're actually, there's work being put into this and it's bringing in some sort of form of stability. So if this has got to do with, for example, a relationship, right? It's like someone was moving extremely slow in the past, and now things are moving a bit more quickly and there's this new beginning coming in, but it's going to be a lot more stable and there's going to be communication. Maybe there's not communication in the past between the two of you, or just like you guys are actually like, how would I say, like bouncing off each other in some way, and that's going to bring in some sort of new beginning. If this has got to do with finances, for example, it's like, you know, you have been putting in a lot of hard work into something that that is, you're working towards your stability, your future. You're not just kind of like, oh, I'm going to put in the work now because I need the money now. And you're literally putting in consistent effort to get something moving. And that is going to bring in something very quickly, some sort of new beginning that you need to trust. And I feel like you're going to have trouble trusting the situation, being like should I or shouldn't I? And maybe that's why the this and that is true with this dolphin spirit. But you do need to work through your fears. This is coming. This is the time for rebirth, right? There's possibly the rebirth, the new beginning. So let's see. What do I want to know? So what is this toxic energy here? Four of Pentacles. It's definitely holding on to issues from the past. Or it is like holding on to money, like not wanting to spend in some way. So that's the toxicity. It's holding on, being possessive, not letting go. I feel like you need to be more in your emotions. Like you need to be more someone who's more feeling your way through things, making decisions through what you feel rather than just logically thinking about them with that Queen of Swords. But you're also protecting your heart in some way. You could be holding back because you're scared to make a move because you feel like if you do, you're vulnerable, right? And you're scared to be vulnerable. So that could be the issue. Let's see, what is this Ten of Swords going on here? There you go. It's definitely an ending, but it's time. It's an ending that's happened in the past. It's time for rebirth. And the rebirth is, look, the devil, everything's very synchronistic here. So we have, you know, the devil showing up there being like, it's the end of some sort of toxic cycle. It's letting go of those attachments and allowing a rebirth. But you have to let go of the unhealthy habits. Otherwise, it's not going to be as stronger than before rebirth. And then let's just clarify. So what is this outcome with the six? Okay, with the King of Wands is the Six of Swords in the reverse. I feel like this is about feeling stuck in some way, like feeling stuck with not knowing how to move to a calmer place, not knowing how to move to this new beginning. You definitely want the new beginning. You're passionate about it. You definitely want to go out and get it. But I feel like you can't see the path of how to do that. Like you're struggling, trying to see what are the steps that I need to take to get there so that we can move to a calmer time. So that I can move to a calmer time with my person. So that I can move to this new job that is going to be less stressful to, you know, like that type of thing. I feel like there's also lessons that needs to be learned here. And if you don't learn the lessons, then we can't move forward. Basically. Okay, and then what is this new beginning? Okay, that was very quick. 9 of Pentacles. So, and 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So it definitely could be from a situation where you were single going into a relationship now, or a situation where like your finances are going to be in a place where you can actually go and enjoy yourself and have some sort of happiness, not only for you, but for your family as well, or for your relationships or everyone around you. It is just about like having the good times and bringing in abundance by just enjoying yourself. So let's see. I'm going to get a few cards for if this is a love reading. I don't have any career cards yet anyway. So let's see if this is about a love reading. What do we have here? What does Taurus need to know? Okay, we have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. What else do we have? Okay, we've got 2 coming out here. So romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So there definitely could be some sort of commitment here with that 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Like I said, you could be going from being single into an actual relationship. Okay, let's see what else. What do we need to know for Taurus, please? Time, waiting, cycles and moments. So I feel like maybe it wasn't the right time before, and there definitely needs to be some sort of like coming clean or confession. Maybe you need to confess something. Maybe you need to confess how you feel about someone, and I feel like you're waiting for that. But you know, the time is now. Like it's the rebirth. It's time to Time to move. Turn the Six of Swords the right way around. Okay, what else? Elusive, dishonesty, deception, and trickery. That could be that devil energy. So maybe what you need to come clean about is something that maybe you were dishonest about, or maybe it's that this person was dishonest and you need to understand that. Look, bottom of the deck, apology, forgiveness, return, and sorry. So it might be the time now for you or this person to come in and apologize for some sort of dishonesty in the past. Okay, what else? Peace. Yep. So this will bring peace to your situation. That will turn the Six of Swords upright, because the Six of Swords upright is moving to more peaceful times. Okay. And look at that, bottom of the deck, healing, releasing, purifying, and cleansing. So there definitely will be peace between the two of you. Whether that is getting back together or not, it looks like it for sure does. But the main goal here is to have peace between you and then see where this can go from there. So Taurus, okay, let me just get some messages from your person. For Taurus, we have, I couldn't let you get close to me. We have, you came closer than anyone. Well, that's very synchronistic. Let's get one more. I feel you leaving me behind. Okay. So Taurus, I hope that resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And I will see you guys again next week. Take care.